Oh my God, guys, the coolest thing has happened. Coolest thing. You know NPR, National Public Radio. Yes, you do. They have a show called The Pulse. You know The Pulse? Yes, you do, because you're very well informed and you listen to it, just like Frugal Daddy does, who's addicted to NPR. Okay, so The Pulse is going to do a show on food waste in America. And a producer from that show emailed me and said, I would like to interview you guys regarding food waste in America, you know, the whole dumpster diving perspective of it. So he's on his way here right now. He's on his way. He should be here soon. We are so excited. We're going to show him some of the food we've pulled out of dumpsters and talk about dumpster diving. And then, as long as it's not raining, oh good, the dog's barking. As long as it's not raining, we're going to take him dumpster diving. Thunderstorms are predicted for today. Hopefully they'll hold off. Are we excited, Miss Nina? Yeah, we're so excited. Do you love NPR? Yes, you do.
You can fix this. I'll give you some of my others.
Here he is, already being monopolized by Daddy, talking about clocks. Oh my God, I'm so excited! Yes, I cleaned the house for this.
But, I mean, so how did can you tell me a bit about growing up? Like, where does this come from, this, like, frugality?
Well, that's such an interesting question. Growing up, you know, it's interesting because a lot of the comments I get from viewers on the YouTube channel, Freaking Frugal, subscribe now, subscribe, share, comment below. People grew up without a lot of money, so frugality is a lifelong habit for them. And I grew up pretty affluent, actually. I was very lucky. My dad was a doctor, Harvard Medical School. Awesome doctor, the kind who would make house calls in the middle of the night. And my mom was a stay-at-home mom, one older brother, private school, summer camp. I went to Dartmouth, my brother went to Dartmouth. I mean, we weren't like rich. We weren't, you know, I mean, the doctors are,
No, you weren't, like, I guess because sometimes I've been talking to a lot of
we
experts.
weren't poor, like we weren't, yeah.
Well, I've been talking to experts that talk about food waste is like a really intractable problem. Like, it's incredibly difficult to solve, and it's getting worse. One of the things people said is, well, when people don't experience scarcity, it's very hard for them to value food.
Yeah.
But so how did you get to where you are now, where you're this frugal? What did you do before you retired?
Okay, well, after college, I have 2 master's degrees. I have a Master of Divinity from Princeton Theological Seminary, and then I got a Master's in Social Work from Rutgers. So I worked as a social worker for our state's Child Protective Agency for almost 19 years, and then I just quit in November.
What's the first time you like looked in the trash and picked something up and you're like, yeah, I'll take this home?
For both of us, it was before we met, because he and I have been together 10 years. And we didn't start off dumpster diving for food. It was more like you're walking along and, wait, somebody's throwing away that table? I'll take that. When I was raising my older daughter, I was a single mom, and I lived in a condo, so every now and then there'd be something out by the dumpsters that somebody would be throwing away, but not in the dumpster. I got some rocking chairs and just stuff, you know, when people move, they chuck a lot of stuff. And then when I learned about the freaking movement, I thought, ooh, that's awesome, I totally want to do that. Like, there was nothing about it that I thought, ooh, that's gross, ooh, why would, ooh, food in the garbage, oh, that must be dirty, ooh, I wouldn't want to do that. I think because I really like free stuff. So immediately I was like, let's find us some dumpsters to get in. So then it was a matter of, well, where are we going to go? Like, what dumpsters can you actually go in? So every now and then we would drive through parking lots and be like, what's in the Dunkin' Donuts dumpster? And you know, they're making fresh donuts all the time, so you know they have to throw stuff out. Because, you know, a lot of the bigger stores have compactors. You just can't even get into their trash. They're just very committed to making sure their garbage ends up in the landfill. And they want it compacted, and they really want it to destroy the environment. And Walmart and Target and all the big grocery stores. Aldi is our best one because they don't have compactors and their dumpsters tend to be open. So once we found Aldi, it was like, oh, we're in. And it's constant. They throw away all the returns. I think they get fresh produce every day, so they throw out what's already in the store. Just so much food that's not bad. It hasn't gone bad.
Is that, I guess, was that sort of your worry? Like, just this, not that you're going to end up in jail, but just that it felt like someone was going to, like, chide you for it? Someone was going to come out and be like...
Yes.
Get away from our dumpster.
Yes. Yeah. Because people do come out and say, you know, you can't do that. And
they'll say it's illegal. And it's
right.
not. And
Can I ask also, I mean, what was your, like, growing up, like, do you come from, like, an affluent background as well? Or was this something that was completely new?
I came from a regular middle-class teacher and principal as parents. Never really wanted for anything.
You didn't dumpster dive growing up. I mean,
No,
like, grew up comfortably and all that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's,
I think we don't like to see things go to waste. It just really bothers me. Food waste bothers me. Any kind of waste. So when you just see something that you know is perfectly good, whether it's food or furniture or clothing or toys or whatever, and it's going in the trash, and you think this is going to end up in a landfill, like polluting our world and not being used by people who could use it. It just really hurts my soul. It bothers me so much. And then when you think about, I mean, I'm not sure of the current statistics. I always say 40%. America supposedly wastes 40% of its food. And people go to bed hungry. There are people who are food insecure. Children go to bed hungry. And the world, the planet makes, what, 150% of the food needed to feed everybody? But yet there are people who literally starve to death every day. A child alive today is going to be dead tomorrow because she didn't have enough food in some sad country like that.
what bothers her.
Yeah.
I think what got me started was the fact that I like to fix things, and I can repair things, so I would find something on the side of the road, usually lawn mowers or vacuum cleaners. I'd fix them, and I'd end up giving them to people that needed them. I'd tell them, well, I fixed lawn mowers. Oh, do you have another? Well, I have 7
I
of
know,
them.
exactly. Like, how many do you need?
Yeah,
So many.
And wagons. We have 5 wagons for kids. I'll pick them up, and if someone needs a wagon, I'll give them things.
I wonder, did you guys talk about this on your first date?
No.
It's so weird that you guys
No.
met and you both have this extreme penchant for like efficiency or not wasting things.
Yeah.
When did that
That
come
did
out
not,
in your
it didn't come up
relationship?
at all.
No, it didn't.
We met through eHarmony, and I don't recall that being
Was
part
there
of
not a
either
box
one of
that
our.
was like,
No,
no
that's-
waste at all?
No.
eHarmony is 27 dimensions of personality.
I know, but they should include this.
So maybe,
How do you feel about waste? Would you eat food out of the trash bin?
maybe you guys are like an emergent phenomenon from like,
We should start a dating website for dumpster divers. Because every dumpster diver wants someone to dive with. So many of our viewers leave those kind of comments like, I so want to do this, but I don't want to go alone. And we should set up like a
well, I wonder like if there's a
Hookup.
correlation, like aspects of your personality. It's like people who are this way, and this way are also more likely to. That's kind of a commercial for eHarmony.
yeah,
Someone
right.
needs to look
I
into
know.
that.
Beautiful, successful.
Yeah, yeah.
If
I wasn't someone like that growing up. I was eating at the top restaurants in Philly. You know, I would go out and I would spend a lot of money and enjoy.
I brought
it.
him down. He sank to my level.
No, but once I started,
He was a little fancier before.
I went from thinking it was bad, because I was a dumpster diver already, and I was diving for mechanical things and toys and stuff.
Bicycles.
What if bicycles?
And was there like an aspect of like virtue to that where you were like, all right, I'm taking this home because it's a challenge and I'm gonna fix it, and that's why it's okay.
Yes.
And
First
but
of all,
then
it's
food
a-
was different somehow.
food never occurred to me. It never crossed my mind until that day. I don't know what started it.
The sub shop.
I know, but what gave us that idea?
I think we've heard
That-
of the
yeah, that
freaking
sub
movement,
shop.
and we just didn't really know where to go.
Yeah, and that's what started it, and it changed something in my mind. Hey, I can do this for food also. And then as I started doing it, it was strange because we used to extreme coupon and we used to try and save money. But then all of a sudden, it became, why pay for this? So
Why go
pay
to the
for
trouble
food
of
when
clipping
it's
coupons?
free right
Yeah.
here? So that's what happened. Similar to the repairing of things, why pay for a lawnmower when I can find 7 of them in a dumpster?
Well, you know, we live in such, I'm sorry to interrupt you, darling. We live in such a throwaway society, and that irks the ever-living crap out of me. Like, you have a laptop that you break, because I do break things, I drop things. He doesn't think anybody in the world breaks things like I do, but you can't go get that fixed. It's cheaper to buy a new one. But that really bugs me. Somebody should be able to take a screwdriver and open it up and do something with the wires. It shouldn't be cheaper to throw something away and buy something new.
Does any of this come from you have a master's in theology? Is there a religious aspect to this? Because I think, I mean, it's sort of lost. There is something of like environmental movements and religious movements merge in some of the Venn diagram. Is that part of it in any way? Like, is there like a moral aspect to it?
I think so. You know, both of our parents would have grown up in the Depression. All right. And my dad was born in 1921, so he was cognizant of the Depression. My mother also grew up in Princeton in the Depression, and you ask her, and she's like, it was fine, we didn't even notice. Didn't notice the Depression, okay. But my dad's family was poor. poor. So he had lots of stories. You know, we had no food, and the neighbors going by with a wheelbarrow of turnips, and he had to go out and beg for one. So I think my dad had an appreciation. Like, he did well as a doctor, but he still had like, his needs were simple. He felt like if I have a roof over my head and I got some clothing and food on my plate, I'm good. It doesn't have to be fancy and amazing. You know, and he enjoyed his success, and I think because he didn't have a lot of toys growing up, he enjoyed, when he had money, you know, he had like a shortwave radio, and he was always into technological stuff. You know, as a really old man, he got a computer, he had no clue what to do with it. So maybe from him somewhat, you know, that whole,
Yeah,
you
not
don't
not
waste.
a religious experience more than a spiritual one.
appreciation for
Yeah,
resources that shouldn't go to waste.
Humanity.
Not specifically Christian. Though, as Christians, we're called to be good stewards of the earth, which I am thinking most religions should be saying that, right?
The problem is everyone should be called.
Right,
You know,
right.
Someone told me a long time ago when I was learning, coming into my own with religion in my mid-20s, and he said, you want to know what to do? Love the person to your left and love the person to your right. That's all you have to do.
And don't throw away 40% of the food produced. As consumers, or at least they think, consumers want everything to look perfect. So all the ugly produce gets thrown away. It doesn't even make it away from the farmer's fields. Like, it's just not even going to make it to the distributor. So farmers go to all this trouble to grow these vegetables and fruits. And these poor low-paid workers have to pick them. Like, I have a strawberry patch out back. I enjoy going out there and picking strawberries. But after 10 minutes, I'm tired and my back hurts. Like, I don't want to be doing that all day for a living. And then to think, oh, that's strawberries. It has a little bit of a little bump on it. Like, that's not perfect enough for people to eat. So that all just gets thrown away. It bothers me that people go hungry. And it bothers me that farmers, production is for nothing, and it just gets wasted.
Yeah.
I grew up and I worked on a farm when I was 16. I made $2 an hour baling hay all day, 10-hour days for a
But your back
$20
hurt.
bill. Yeah, I appreciate what farmers do. They don't stop. When the lights go out, they keep going.
So you guys don't look like dumpster divers at all. You're not like it's part of the reason I want to talk to you is because I live in Philly and it's like dumpster. I had friends that were dumpster divers. They were kids and they were like didn't have very much money and they were a bit sort of in the punk scene. But you two are like kind of upstanding, quite successful adults. How did when you got confronted like a couple times? How do you think they looked at you? Like how did that feel for you?
I could tell they were judging me. It bothered me. I think it still bothers me, not as much as it did in the beginning, because it's happened a couple times, but it wasn't a good feeling. Because I could just tell they were judging me, saying, "What are you doing in my trash?" And then, for a brief second, I guess you think, "What am I doing in someone else's trash?" I don't know.
No, I don't think that way at all. We are white, and we benefit from a lot of things in our culture by being white. And I think we get a very different reaction being white, middle-aged people in a dumpster than if you have people of other races, people of color, dumpster diving, they're going to get a very different reaction.
Or
So
as
I think
you said,
we can get away with stuff that maybe other people are going to have trouble.
Like you don't get the cops called on you, but you might still get like.
Well, people tell you to leave.
What do you think they think when they see you? Is it sort of like pity or like disgust? What do you think like?
well, I don't think it's pity.
I think talking to you guys and maybe listening to you guys can shift like. I think someone might feel embarrassed to go in the dumpster. And is that kind of like, was that one of your fears like of
Yes.
like embarrassment
Yes,
basically?
very much.
Not me at all.
Like and it's so strange because I think I get where you're coming from. It's because you shouldn't be embarrassed.
Right.
Like it's a noble thing that you're doing.
Exactly. We are
that-
noble. We are environmental warriors. You're saving the world. But he's more concerned about
But it is like
what people think
It
of
is a
him.
human thing to like, even if intellectually like all this food is going to waste. It's like a tangible evil. Like people suffer because of it. But you still feel like a bit of embarrassment when a store manager like comes out.
Yeah.
And is, why do you think that is?
He's assessing his level, in society.
And seeing you
Like,
as low.
I am socially higher than you are, and because I am there doing that, for whatever reason I do it for, the dumpster diving, I'm now lower socially.
Yeah, but who cares? People could label us any way they want to label us, and people will, because it's in humans' brains to categorize people. But I try to eschew labels. I mean, like, oh, are we middle class? Are we lower class? Are we this or that? Like, we're nothing. We are not part of any group. We are just ourselves. No matter what other labels other people want to put on us. And if some guy working at Walmart comes out and thinks he's higher up than us, like, you know, it makes you feel happy, think it. Go ahead.
But not the way I
Okay,
think.
but I know who we are. I know where
Yeah.
we're from. I know my educational background. I know how I was raised. So,
I think it's just maybe you don't see, just because it's unusual that you guys do it, then it's sort of like, it's very easy to feel like, maybe I shouldn't do this, because there's not many examples of it.
Well, she grew up more socially in the upper class. I was middle class, and I think maybe a lot has to do with I'm a wannabe and she's not. Maybe, you know, someone who aspires to go higher in society, and she's not.
And I guess no one wants to look poor, like it's sort of like a weird,
She
Yeah,
doesn't
where it's
care.
like-
I do.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But you know what I don't like?
Care
Like,
at
when,
all.
if that guy came out and said, oh, we got a food box together for you because you look poor and hungry. Like, I wouldn't want to take his charity. I'd be like, no, give that to somebody else who needs it. I'm happy to eat your overripe tomatoes from your dumpster. I would rather do that.
so it's like, that's very interesting. It's so like, it is like a moral, or like a something. It's almost like justice, I don't know. Like that's kind of the word that comes to mind. But can we see some of that? Do you guys have anything that you've
Yeah,
salvaged?
we do. Pose by your car. I'll take your picture and send it to you.
The HYY mobile.
Now we're heading off to show our new best friend from NPR some of our favorite dumpsters. You have made it to our favorite dumpster. Oh man, it's hot and steamy out here, isn't it? Alrighty, let's take a look. And we have some open packages of strawberries. We got some blind bags. It is hot and steamy, not
We call these
massively
blind
full.
bags,
Blind bags.
because that's
You don't know
what
what's in.
kids have
But
here
look,
at the
that
stores.
looks like potato chips or snacks or something in that garbage bag. These bags we'll take home and open them at home and go through them. And then if it's real trash, it's real trash.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't smell that bad.
No.
I expected, it's summer.
Yeah, it's definitely different in the summer. And it is really humid. But it's not that
these are
sticky.
the tools of the trade here, though.
Yeah, this is a gaff, fishing gaff for big things like gallons of milk, or big bags so you can grab the handle or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, but I want to take.
A fan?
I don't know what it is
Well, it's fan-ish. I feel like it's possibly.
because I like fixing things.
What's it?
I don't even. It looks like a light, like an LED light.
Does this hang off?
God! Tell me this isn't.
What?
Like this is the way the universe works.
Ice cream sandwiches. Oh my gosh!
Sandwiches.
But it's
Oh, that's
it's
nuts.
a
I'm
little
just
warm
talking
for
to you about
those.
ice cream sandwiches. Isn't that funny? But that's the way.
nuts.
You want something, ask for it, and the universe will bring it.
Like if you find cold meat in there on a hot day,
So that is a full, what are we getting here?
snacks, like the little individual snack bags that you would put in a lunchbox.
Also, a lot of times, I worked in packaging at one point, when I was in pharmaceuticals, and sometimes the seals break open, because the heat sealer wasn't correct, and they have to throw these away because you're not going to sell it.
But inside,
It says, actually, there's a sticker here. September 2019. But I guess it's thrown away just because the seal on
because
the
of the
bottom.
seal, I can
But there's
tell by
20
the,
individual
I
And they're
can
all-
tell by how it's
yeah.
not cut straight that
Yep.
the sealing machine was broken on this. But we get a whole
Yep.
bunch of chips.
English muffins, best if used by June 26th.
What's today?
Not June 26th. Is today the 20th or 21st? I think it's the 20th.
What do you think's
Yeah.
the story behind these guys?
We
I can't
usually
even-
say,
I can't even
we usually
imagine.
say, Bob, I wanted the whole wheat.
Yeah.
So go back and get
Yeah,
it.
return
Take
them.
back.
Return these.
That's
Like
what we-
sometimes you'll find a container of unsalted nuts and you're like, yeah,
Oh, it's a return.
Somebody's
there,
husband
we
bought
joke.
the unsalted and
Just,
Maud sent him back to the store to get the salted ones. I don't
Or
know, but sometimes they'll be marked with an R for return. I mean, who?
Or sometimes something leaks on them, or they're.
Oh my God! You remember the time? There was a
Something
time we
crushes
got, what would you say, about 25 containers of dishwasher liquid
yeah.
out of here because like one of them had burst open, so there were, you know, it had like leaked on the other ones. So
They
instead of just
tossed
cleaning them off, they tossed them all.
I'm sorry, what?
What was that?
I would like you to leave.
Oh, okay.
Just anybody's search. I can call the police. You can keep talking.
Oh.
But I can call the police.
You know it's not against the law in New Jersey, though. It's not against the law in New Jersey.
This is private property.
Okay, I mean, we're going to leave because you asked us to. With a dumpster that's in an open area, there's no presumption of privacy. I've talked to the county prosecutor about it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just so you know.
Okay.
But we'll go because you asked us to. NPR is doing a story on food waste in America, so he's a guy from NPR. And
Yeah. Well, we're throwing that out for a reason. We donate the food that's still okay
Do
to
you?
be eaten, yes.
who do you donate to?
Let's go to the church.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good to
So
know.
there's a reason we throw that out because it's not safe to eat.
Oh, okay. In the town where that Aldi is, Frugal Daddy has actually spoken to the police of that municipality, of that town, and they have told him that's not against the law to dumpster dive, which we already knew.
Yes.
The police are concerned about people dumping their own trash into the dumpsters.
Yes.
That you can't do. Our new NPR BFF is heading back to Philadelphia, back to the life of sane, normal people, and we are going onward with our mission. All right, let's see what the Save-A-Lot dumpster has for us today. Oh, I was thinking it was pretty empty, but there is some stuff there, and I see cake back there. Oh, look, tomatoes. I just wanted to get this box, but there's some tomatoes.
This is a waxed box, so it's waterproof.
Uh-oh, what are we putting? We're putting in a lemon cream cake in our waxed box. Oh, Daddy, we almost had 2 lemon cakes. Bag of apples. You know, given how hot and humid it is, and the sun just came bursting out, this one doesn't smell really at all. This dumpster does not smell. Ooh.
It's really heavy.
All right, what could be in this bag? Smoked sausage. It looks like sausage and hot dogs. It's like a whole big bag of bananas. Don't rip the bag with your hook. Oh man, that's heavy. Ah, root beer cake. Let's get all this home. Alrighty, we're home and let's go through the haul. So let's check out some of this inedible food. We have the 20 snack bags, best used by September 2019. We have some bananas, very, very ripe, perfect to be frozen for smoothies or used for banana bread. We've got apples, we've got margarine, garlic bread, and Italian bread. English muffins, sweet rolls, pound cake, not 1, but 2 root beer cakes, a little lemon cake, 2 packages of these beef smoked sausages. These are cold to the touch. A regular loaf of bread, it's fine except for the fact that all the slices have come discombobulated. We've got these 4 little chocolates, totally inedible, and 5 Elevation chocolate chip energy bars, and 2 beautiful tomatoes. The other tomatoes kind of split and mushed on the way home. These are really, really ripe. So I really only wanted to salvage these 2 because they have the skins intact and, you know, they're not all mushed up, but they're definitely ripe. In addition to all this inedible food, we also have this Fabuloso cleaner. It's not full, it's partway down, but the bottle doesn't leak. I checked. I love getting free cleaning products. Love it, love it, love it. There's that fan looking thing. What is this, Daddy-O?
Look at it. It
I
is
see.
I don't have my glasses. What does it say?
It's a lighted tent fan with remote control. Oh my goodness, so it hangs inside your tent. It takes 4D batteries. It has a light here and a fan. For the ultimate deluxe camping. How fun is that? A nice new black hose. As I've mentioned before, we have a pretty big yard and we need hoses attached to hoses attached to hoses so I can get water to my fabulous vegetable garden. Isn't it a shame when they have to throw away all this inedible food? It's encounters like that that kind of put me in a pissy mood.
I figured out what's wrong with this.
What?
And I like fixing things.
That's the fan thingy?
Yeah, it's missing one of these.
Okay,
There.
right.
Just put it on, it'll work.
You have one?
Don't you? Doesn't it
Apparently we
say
do in our little junk drawer. Okay. All right, here's your tent hanging fan and light. Frugal Daddy fixed it, and the fan is spinning. It's quite nice, actually. It's a hot day. Feel the fan. Well, don't eat it. The fan blades are soft. They're not hard plastic, so see, it doesn't cut your finger. It's just, they're soft. You have to be careful not to rip them. I could see ripping them easily, but
Can
isn't
I
that
try?
cool? Yeah, stick your finger in. It's not gonna hurt. See, it just stops it.
It's bendy.
Yeah, it's soft.
It makes a weird sound
Yeah.
too.
Neve just told me something, and I want her to tell you. I didn't tell her to say this. She just came to me and said this, but I thought, yes, you need to tell the people. Go ahead.
I especially don't like meat food waste because the animals are dying for nothing.
That's right. You have a tender heart, don't you? And she tries. Ew! Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Until we dive again. 2 thumbs up for NPR. Woo!